So curious.
Hey guys, it's day 2 of Yallfest. It's been crazy, so I haven't vlogged at all. It's like 10:30ish.
So
we just went through a couple events. We went to the biscuit brunch. We got this really awesome tote bag.
we got signed by everybody.
Yeah, all the authors signed it. And then we were like, okay, well, let's just see what we can get because all the booths are out in front of the museum. And so we stopped and got this arc, the Wicked Deep, the stunning cover.
And then also Penguin Teen.
Yeah, and then we went to the Penguin Teen thing where you vote on your favorite genre and you get a free arc. So Beth got a fantasy one, and then I got a contemporary one. And now we are headed down to the music hall to catch the Authors as Fans panel. Hopefully we get good enough seats. We're kind of...
Someone is dressed as a Malfoy.
Yeah, someone's coming dressed as Malfoy, so I'll probably like tweet a picture or something and all that fun stuff, so...
See ya.
Yeah, see you guys.
Video.
Am I supposed to? Oh, okay. We're waiting for the Authors as Fans panel, which is supposed to start at 11. It's 10:57, so it should be soon. I think Beth is gonna film. I'm gonna film. Somebody might film it. I don't know. We'll see.
But we'll show you where we are.
Hello and welcome. Hello. My name is Draco Malfoy. I can't do this accent. So
You can't do much of anything, can you, son?
Please,
I get into character really quickly, so.
Please, semi-Lucius. Semi-Lucius.
No, we were like, Lee, are you Lucius? She goes, every day.
But I brought my Slither Luna glasses too. So.
Slither Luna.
Because Luna's my favorite character, but I can't bring myself to wear her colors. Because I'm a Slytherin.
Because you have no respect for Ravenclaw.
No, because I'm a Slytherin and I have pride in my house. There's a difference.
I
respect Ravenclaws sometimes.
I am a Hufflepuff dressed as Draco Malfoy, so I don't know. I feel like,
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know.
We have to offer context for the costumes, probably.
Oh yeah, this is Authors as Fans. Okay, so basically I'm gonna have us go down and just say our names and our books and one thing that you are a big fan of. Like
Only one thing?
just one to get us started. You know,
Okay.
Not like the biggest thing, just one.
Okay.
One of the things.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm Veronica Roth, and I wrote. Thanks. I'll take it. I wrote Divergent and Carved a Mark most recently, and I am a fan of Harry Potter. Could you guess?
Hi, I'm Lee Bardugo. I wrote Shadow and Bone, The Six of Crows duology, The Language of Thorns, and Wonder Woman Warbringer. And I'm a fan. Well, I'm also a fan of Harry Potter. I'm a fan of Game of Thrones. Sometimes. Sometimes passionately, sometimes not so much.
I think we can cover how being a fan of something that is problematic occasionally is complex.
Problematic fave, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Saba Tahir. Thank you, guys. I wrote An Ember in the Ashes, and I also hate Harry Potter, as you can see. I can't stand it. I am a fan of Star Wars. I'm really excited about the next movie. Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Renee Acti. I'm the author of The Wrath and the Dawn, The Rose and the Dagger, Flame in the Mist, and the soon-to-be-released Smoke It in the Sun. Obviously, I'm really into Star Wars. I do feel, we were discussing backstage, because I'm wearing my shoes that are heeled, and we feel like if perhaps the Stormtroopers had different shoes, maybe the outcome of these movies would have been different as well. I'm also a fan of Saba Tahir. I'm Stephanie Garber. I'm the author of Caraval and Legendary coming out next year, and I'm a fan of anything with superheroes.
anything?
Most
Even Iron Fist? It's terrible. I don't feel bad saying that. Besides, I work for DC. I can say whatever I want about Marvel.
She's doing it. She's doing it.
Hello, I'm Victoria Aveyard. I'm the author of the Red Queen series. And I've been just listening to everyone name things I love and praying that they don't get what I wanted to say, and they didn't. So I'm a big fan of The Lord of the Rings. I guess I cosplayed today as like a goth Victorian maid.
I took a friend who had never read the books and who had seen none of the movies to that, to part one.
When the wolves are
and she
talking
was
to
like,
each other.
what is happening? But the best, to me actually, one of my favorite movie-going experiences and fan experiences was in the last Twilight movie. Being in a packed theater when that battle scene started, and people were like rending their garments and tearing their
Oh my God, where were you watching
honestly,
this?
It was like there was going to be a riot in that theater, and everybody was just going crazy. And I was like, oh my God, she did it! This is amazing! And then you know what happened? Like then all of a sudden it's like, nah, it's just a vision, and everybody's like, and like you could feel the entire theater give a cumulative like. Oh. And then like, come on. But it was, I wish more movies were like that, where it was like, just almost mass hysteria.
Yeah, I felt like when I saw Lord of the Rings, it was like, because I saw it in LA, and I guess it was all movie fans, and so I saw it on all the opening nights. And so when I saw the third movie, it was on its opening night in Los Angeles at the Bruin Theater, and boom, it was all nerds. Shh. USC. We have to team up for our taboo later on tonight. We gotta be on the same team.
Okay,
man.
You're not on the same team. Fight!
We gotta make it work. I went to UCLA and she went to USC, and I actually don't care about sports ball, but Victoria really cares about sports ball. So she feels like UCLA is offensive to her sensibilities.
To my core.
So I went with my friends, and it was all nerds, and we all went and saw the last Lord of the Rings, and people were so into it. They were like cheering in the battle scenes. People were like crying at the end when like Aragorn and Thingy get together, and it was just really emotional. Arwen, sorry.
That was a different film you saw.
Well, this gives me a good segue into something I would like to talk about, which is what do you what do you do when a fave becomes like troubling, either because of quality or because of like, wow, that was racist. You know, like how do you, because you can't never like something that becomes, I hate the word problematic, but I'm going to use it because we all know what it means, that becomes problematic because everything is in some way from some perspective, so it's just like you can't demand like pure goodness from everything that you like. So how do you like something that you also are frustrated with?
I watch it like this. Like Game of Thrones, that one season that just sucked. And I was like, this is so offensive. Everything about this season is offensive, but that's what I did. I was like,
but do you feel like you constantly have to qualify? Like, I'm watching Game of Thrones, but I don't like that one thing, but I still like these other things, okay?
Exactly.
So lay off.
I throw things away. Like, I'll get mad at books and take all the books. I get really dramatic about it and throw them in the trash. I'm like, I am so mad.
I feel like I've met you on Twitter. Here's a picture of my garbage can. They're garbage.
I don't even want to donate these to friends at the library, and I throw them away, and then I feel a little guilty for throwing away books, but I'm like, no, because otherwise I'll be tempted to.
what book have you thrown away? Tell us a book you've thrown away.
on the spot. Dead white guy.
Okay, I'm only gonna say like a really old one from like an old series that I was like a fan of, and it's like a silly example of how like dramatic I get because I'm ridiculous. I got really mad at the Vampire Diaries book when they started like re-releasing, because I love all the old L.J. Smith books, like all of them, and then they like went off the rails, and I was like, no, and I just threw them all away.
I feel your pain still.
I like fantasy world that was based in feudal Japan, and the creatures, especially like because they're taken a lot from lore. Anyways, this is again an example of how nerdy we all are. But yes, 47 Ronin. Yeah. For Red Queen, one of the tonal references is X-Men, but something I really drew on because I was a kid who grew up in the heyday of this was Pokemon. So just like the moments of like, oh, we're gonna have a little battle, and this guy has fire, and this guy has water. Who has the advantage? And I'm like, the water Pokemon. It's super effective.
I never thought about that, but now when I read subsequent Red Queen installments, I'm just gonna be like,
Pokemon!
Pokemon!
I broke both my arms for Pokemon cards by accident. But Pokemon
Wait,
cards were
okay.
a factor.
It's a great story.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so I was 10 years old. I was scootering around my neighborhood because scooters were big. Steve White, one of the neighbor kids, says, the Pokemon cards at the bottom of the cul-de-sac are mine. I don't want them anymore. You girls can go have them. So me and my best friend go over, scooter over, and we're picking through the Pokemon cards, and Jess Kozowski comes running out of her house. Like, those are mine. Steve stole them. Get away from them. So, of course, we, like, stuff Pokemon cards in our pants and scooter away. And streaming Pokemon cards, I hit a pothole, flip over, throw out my hands, break both my arms. And my nemesis's mom found me in the gutter. And she brought me home and left me at the door, and no one was home, and I couldn't.
This is the weirdest addiction story I've ever heard.
She had to go to parents.
I mean, the inspiration for the Language of Thorns really came from all of the folk and fairy tales that I loved as a kid, and also I think probably Wicked the book by Gregory Maguire, who, I mean, that was a really important book for me, and it is a deeply strange and troubling book, and I did not understand when I went to see the musical how they were from the same thing. But, although admittedly, the musical that was really based on that book would have not have done well in the theater.
I have a really weird habit. As I've been writing Reaper, I've been watching like disaster movies, like the really, really bad ones, like 2012 and like Day After Tomorrow and San Andreas, and
Nope.
they're terrible. They're terrible.
And you live in California, which is the worst part.
Right, exactly. And I like just throw these movies on, and sometimes I mute them, and there's just this constant chaos in the background. And this isn't a fan thing, I guess, but this is just inspiration, and it's been really helpful for the book, which is also constant chaos.
I was writing the sequel to Carve the Mark recently, and thanks. It has a title that I'm not allowed to tell you and a release date that I'm also not allowed to tell you, sorry. I will have to listen to my publisher. But anyway, it was not, the point of inspiration I took was from Rogue One. So I love that movie. Also, the thing that I like is this like sort of gang of misfits, which is one of my favorite things, which is why I'm a fan of Lee's. And whatever. I have so much to say. You don't have to talk about it. But anyway,
They don't team build.
yeah, okay.
Get it.
But they also go on a small mission. So like I felt this pressure because I was like, I'm gonna put this galaxy on the verge of war. Yay! And then I was like, and now I have to like write about a war, which is like an incredibly huge task to undertake. But Rogue One showed me it's like, okay, you can narrow it down and just show these characters that you enjoy on this one mission, and the other stuff can be going on around, and you get kind of vague impressions of it, but you don't have to take on the pressure of an entire galaxy in one book. You can just like make it smaller, which makes more sense for young characters anyway, because not everyone can save the entire world in one fell swoop, so it helped me a lot, that movie.
I recently became obsessed with this one image when I was like, I've rewritten book 2 like 6 times, and I think it was like after the first, like during the second rewrite of it, it was with like Alexander McQueen's old fashions, and like his fashion work is just, it's like empowering, and he has so many great quotes to go with it, like, I want people to fear the women I dress, and I might be butchering that, but I just spent so much time like just looking at these images and feeling so inspired and creating probably way too many new characters based on these images, and just feeling like, wow, I want like these fierce, beautiful, fantastical, magical fashions. And so that was like one huge inspiration for me. And then I get like really obsessed with like music too. And I'll be like, listen to a song and I'll want to create a scene that feels like the song. Like it's actually a song from Monster Calling by Patrick Ness, like the soundtrack, which is an awesome soundtrack. I've been like listening to it on repeat because I like this aesthetic.
Did you get the book, the Alexander McQueen book with the holographic skull on the front of it?
No, I need to.
Oh my God, it's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. We should all make a pilgrimage to his grave. It's in Scotland.